Hello and welcome to another episode of Right to Dream FC. As you can see from the intro, we have Feyenoord in the next round. Well, I say that, the playoffs to go into the next round. The transfer deadline day has happened since we were last here as well. We lost 3-0 to Napoli, but enough of that. Run the intro and we'll get into it. Now, there have been a couple of transfers to happen since you were last here. Transfer deadline day did happen, and we have kind of not released, but we got rid of a few players. Say got rid, that's a bit harsh. Amadou Ndiaye joined Borussia Dortmund in an £11 million deal overall. 7 million coming in upfront fees, first of all, for us. Followed by another Amane Romeo. He's left on loan to AGF. There is a mandatory fee if he plays 5 games for them. Of 1.6 million. He hasn't played yet for them, but there's plenty of time for them to play him, so we can get our money for that. And lastly, Sori Kaba. We only got him on a free. Kind of regretted it, to be honest. He wanted to leave because he wasn't getting the first team football. We offered him out for 1.3 million, and Bromby IF paid 1.1 million for Sori Kaba. Fantastic bit of profit on a player that didn't even play for us. Did he play for us? I don't think he did. He played once. Yeah. No, not what we need. A couple to come in though. I've kind of taken a punt on Chancel Zola here. Left back, he's the Ndiaye replacement. French, but secondary nationality of Dominican Republic of Congo. Very interested to see if he can kind of improve. He's got 10s in places where they need to be higher, but he's only 18 years of age, 1.9 million spent. Yeah, I'm confident that we could at least get a profit off this guy if he doesn't become a backup at the very least. And lastly, Amad Diallo. We've paid 200,000 for the loan from Manchester United. Interesting with this, he's out of contract at the end of the season. We'll see how he does, and hopefully we can agree to sign him on a free. Anyway, let's go to Feyenoord and let's see how we can do in this playoff phase of the Champions League. So the team that is going to face Feyenoord today: Salah in goal, Dante, Buchmann, Gomez and Wismame as our back four, Kana in the anchor role, Ben Romdan as the roaming playmaker in CDM, Hannibal left inside forward, Diallo right inside forward, Ibrahim Adel and Omega up front. Let's get into it. Very excited to see how Amad Diallo is going to do. We did try and put a contract offer in for him. He wanted like 45,000 a week. Not on my watch, not just yet. You've got to prove yourself first. So hopefully we can see how he gets on towards the end of the season, and if he's worth a punt. Hoping he'll be kind of willing to speak to us. Exciting stuff. I didn't expect even to get into this kind of round in the Champions League, not in our first season anyway. Obviously we're not going to win it, but it's all about getting the money, all about getting the experience as well. If we can build up our rep so that players would like to join us in the future as well, hopefully the board will give us a lot of money as well for Champions League football. But let's get into it today. We are at home. Amad Diallo swings it all the way over to Hannibal. A bit of a Man United contingency here. Hannibal into Ben Romdan. Into Adel. It's squeezed in. Lovely goal. Ibrahim Adel. What a fantastic start for us here. 8 minutes in. 1-0 up. Good to see Adel back on the score sheet. Hannibal on the left. Inside to Ben Romdan. I mean, Adel, don't know how Bijlo managed for that to go in, but we're not going to complain. Very nice start for us here, although they have come straight back. Headed out, Sestic on the right, Ben Romdan and Adel tackle into him. Kana gives it to Omega. What can Omega do? Obviously, he's pretty familiar with Dutch football. Kana into Amad Diallo, found Amay. What can Amay do? Go on, Amay. Do something for us. Swing it in. Get it in. Amad, Hannibal. Oh, You think he's offside there. He is offside. Frenetic start for us so far. We are going to demand more. Because why not? Always demand more. Ben Romdane has hit it off the bar and it is cleared away by Sestic. Lopez injured. Fosu Mensah booked. It's a good start so far. Although Jimenez at the back post. How has that gone in? Who was on the back post there as well? I think it was Dante that has let it cross over the line. Not good at all from ourselves. I mean, yeah, who's this here? Dante, you let us down there, lad. Definitely demand more again now. I mean, stats-wise, we're dominating possession, we're dominating the shots. 2 bit fluky goals, you could say. Right, Dante on the left, into Adele. Finds Hannibal. What can Hannibal do? Dante, oh, Ben Romdane. This is trouble for us. They are breaking. Dolorosan, I mean, turned out to be nothing in the end. Salah gets the ball. Buckman, what have we got? Canna, Gomez. I mean, Ben Romdane has done a decent job there in the roaming playmaker position. Normally it's Canna. Oh, great ball. Diallo. Across to Adele. Lovely. Omega with a fantastic free ball there to Ahmed Diallo. It's a great half. We need to kind of focus on this, though. I will tell the guys to focus, but Omega, he's having a fantastic season with us. Finds Ahmed Diallo. Thought he took it too far. He cuts it across into Ibrahim Adel. Lovely stuff. 2-1 to FC Nordsjælland. We'll remove the get stuck in as well. I think for the second half we may go slightly a little bit more defensive in the fact of not allowing our wing backs to roam free. Right, Danilo Pereira on the left, gives it to Hartman, swings it in. Jimenez, he's headed it over from 5-6 yards out. Poor attempt for them. Gomez, why are you taking... I mean, it doesn't matter. Omega scored. Why is Gomez our centre-back taking our corner? It doesn't matter. Omega's there. Back post header. Has that put us into control of this game? I'm not sure, but fair play Gomez. Omega, leap like a salmon. Lovely goal there. I mean, what a half. What a half indeed. We're going to tell that we're happy with that, but not that they're doing fantastic. You know, you've blown them away. We're not going to say you've been fantastic. We don't want them to kind of get complacent with this. We will drop kind of our wing backs into a no-nonsense fullback. I don't have a left back to replace Dante, so you've got to hope he doesn't get a book in here. I mean, Hannibal and Diallo. Hannibal hasn't played great. He's having a good debut. Fair play to him. On the left-hand side, we are going to, on the right-hand side, I should say, Fatawu to come in. I think Ibrahim Sissoko. Adele's got 2, so we will save Adele. We'll bring on... Actually, no. We'll leave them on for now. We'll leave our strikers on to see what they can do. But Fatawu in for Hannibal. He's not playing great, but he's going to be a backup for us. At least a good squad player with the seasons to come. All right, Ben Romdane to Canna. Diallo to Gomez. I mean, it's simple passing here. Omega sees Diallo on the overlap. Does lose the ball though. Tries to win it back, loses it again. I mean, it's a bit scrappy this is. We're going to tell them to focus, although they might score from here. Hartman into Jimenez. Classy. Clatters it off the crossbar. Salah was beaten. Got away with one there. Drop it down to a balanced as well. Sestic to Hanko. To Classy. Miambo. Jimenez. Oh, Salah, what are you doing? I mean, if it's offside, we've got away with this. I don't think it is, though. It has been disallowed. Salah, you lucky, lucky boy. What was he doing here? I mean, he was miles offside. Maybe he knew that, but kind of dodged a bullet there, I reckon. How are we looking? There's a couple of players that are a little fatigued. We are into 25 minutes before the end of time. So Dante, for Nagalo. Isa Kabor on the right. Belromdane for Christensen. We'll put you in as the anchor. Anyone else kind of needing a rest? We'll leave Omega on and Adele on. They're both having a cracking game here, so no idea what that highlight was about. It was clearly one that happens when you make a change. Right. Salah now. Into Bookman. Time to focus again. Although that was a bit of a wasted pass. That's not focusing at all. Salah, you need to improve your handling, lad. Nagalo hits it up. What's it with these long ball merchants now? I mean, Omega dives in. Sestic gives it to Fosu Mensah. Our shape's good. We've got our 4 at the back with the CDM. And then kind of our 4 players waiting to attack. Nagalo gives it to Fatawu. Into Ibrahim Adel. Finds Christensen. Omega's miles offside. Fatawu into the box. Lovely stuff by Fatawu. 4-1. He's been a very good signing for us. Very impressed with the contributions that Fatawu does make in games. I feel like he's not a starter though. I feel like an impact player is what he's best at. Lovely goal. 4-1 in against Feyenoord. This should be the end of this tie. Have we got anyone to bring in? Not really. We will take Omega off though. We will save his legs. We'll bring on Ibrahim Sissoko. Another that is used to touch football. So hopefully he can let the teammates know what to do in this. But looking at their shots, Feyenoord have absolutely spanked us here. But we've been the more clinical. A lovely win that is. Can't fault that at all. We got very lucky with the offside decision that Salah just made, that insane drop. But lovely to see. 4-1. Let's get to leg 2. Let's go to Feyenoord. And let's pile more misery on them. It's going to be the same team in the second leg, with the exception of Basse is taking over from Dante, who has got a suspension for this. Naughty, naughty. Souleymane Basse, I don't think there's actually too much difference between him and Ndiaye. I need to get my face, but other than that, yeah, there's no real difference between the two of them. So that's why I was kind of happy for Ndiaye to leave. And it wasn't an insignificant amount of money. Like 7 million. We can do wonders with that. I am slightly concerned about the wheeling and dealing that I'm needing to do in, because I've had to do a lot of our transfers over instalments, and I'm not normally a fan of doing that. But needs must until we're an established team, then we can look to actually buy players up front for the fee that they are worth. But we won't sweat it just yet. You know, it's only money at the end of the day, and if we continue in the Champions League, we should make enough that, yeah, we can be sustainable with it. Oh my God, what have you done there, Gomez? Danilo Pereira blazes it over the bar. I mean, Perez, that wasn't good. Gomez even. Too many Ezes on this team. Not a lot has happened in the first half an hour. We haven't had a single shot. We're going to drop it down to a balanced formation and tell them to demand more as well. Obviously, I don't want to get caught on the counter. There is 3 goals in it, and we know how quickly a tie can turn. Gomez heads it away. Bassi loses out in the air. Salah does come in and claim the ball. I'll be happy for a sensible game. No sending off, no injuries. Let's just get through unscathed. Wisdom of May into Canna to Hannibal. He's lost out on the wing there. Boscagli into Miambo to Timber to Wally Mark. I mean, they've got one back. A little concerning? Yeah. Did I write this game off beforehand? Yeah. Should I have done that? No. Right, Gomez into Canna. Let's stay sharp before the end of the half. Amay into Canna, finds Amay again, whips it in, cleared away. Ramadan into Amad Diallo. What have we got? Cuts back inside into Ibrahim Adel. It is cleared off the line by Boscagli. Nice bit of play to come back from that. Showing that there is some fight in this team. We're going to thrash our arms. Far from pleased. I mean, As long as we get through the round, I don't really mind, but we're trying to keep our motivation going, keep our momentum going as well. The last thing I'd want is for the team morale to kind of collapse with a hammering here against Feyenoord. Right, Wally Mark into Fosu Mensah. I mean, that's quite obvious what was going to happen then. The player didn't read it on the left-hand side. Okay. Right. Now I'm scared. What a thunderbolt that was. Right. Not happy with that. Bassi, we're going to bring you off the Nagalo. You haven't done too bad, but you haven't done too good either. Christensen to come in. Look at these ratings for our players. Idell's not at the races today. Even Omega. You know what? Let's bring you all off. We'll make 4 changes, and then we'll drag off Hannibal after this as well. Speaking of the devil, Canna heads it on. Omega heads it on. Nothing happening here. Is this a highlight because we was on the sub screen? Maybe. Hannibal running with it. Nothing happens. Right, they've gone very attacking now. They have. We are going to go defensive. I don't want to see us concede a goal here. Classy to whip it in. Buckman heads it out. Wally Mark into the box, just wide. We are making this difficult for ourselves, aren't we? We're going to slow the tempo down, focus on the wings, be more disciplined, play for set pieces as well. We are going defensive. We're going to tell them to focus as well. 22 minutes to go. Let's just slow it down, guys. I don't want to see a 3-0 loss here. Gomez boots it to no one. Danilo Pereira wins it, but Sissoko gets it into Koita, into Hannibal. Swings it in. Ahmed Diallo goes down. Is that going to be a penalty? What's given here? What is given here? Hey, a goal. Go on. Not a clue what that is. Koita with the 8th of the season. How's Hannibal doing? He's doing poor. We're going to bring him off. I mean, I thought that was a penalty on Diallo, but Koita in the right place at the right time. Lovely to see. We're going to bring on Ernest Lamar just to get a bit of minutes in. He's not really featured at all this season for us, mainly because of that big injury that he did have. But we've had enough players to kind of cover his absence. Koita, what can we do? Not a lot. He's just smashed it into the side netting. We're time to focus once more. It's 10 minutes to go. I feel like we've done enough to kind of scrape our way through this. 4 minutes of added time. Very nice to see. Very, very nice to see. Are we outstretching arms at them? No. Hands together. We won't praise them too much there. Great goal. That goal was absolutely stunning. From Danilo Pereira. Who are you, Danilo Pereira? You are Brazilian with no secondary nationality, so we can't even get you in. But very nice to see. Not sure what happens now. We're in to the next round. Look at that, 8 million. Our finances, 38 million now. We've got 9 in the transfer budget. Can we have some more? We'll ask for some more. Don't seem giving it us, but we've made a lot of money this season. And on that note, who else has gone through? Porto, Arsenal, Real Madrid scraped through against Shakhtar, ourselves, Atletico, Napoli, and then Gladbach and Dortmund to play next. Well, no need for me to say who we are playing or when we are returning. We are returning for the Champions League game. Kind of looking at the league and how we are doing, I've not really touched upon this a lot. We're 4 points ahead. We've played 17. There's 5 more games before we go into the championship phase of the league. We're in a good place here. Copenhagen, they're in a bad place. We're 6 points ahead of those. We've got to keep it going this season, but again, thank you very much. The support on these videos and these series have been absolutely fantastic. Keep it coming, keep it going, like and subscribe, tell everyone about it. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.